Using a different microphone this time. Using a different microphone this time. Using a different. Thanks, past me. Um, yeah, that does sound better. Well, it doesn't sound better necessarily, but it sounds more consistent. So that's good. I did a stream earlier today during my lunch break, and I used my Yeti, and it was picking up every click, every jostle, every time I took a sip from my monster, like all of it. It was just clattering around and everything. Um, and then it wasn't picking me up 100% because I was too far away. So I'm going with my headset mic. It's not as good fidelity, but that's also kind of in its benefit because it is more consistent. I've reduced the gain slightly, but I haven't applied any other real effects to it outside of what comes with the box. The other downside to it is that it is an omnidirectional microphone as opposed to my Yeti, which can be set up to not be omnidirectional. And that means that even though it's a lot lower quality, if Evie or anybody else comes into this room, then it will pick up everything that they are doing as well as their voice and everything. So probably a short stream because I imagine they're going to be up and about soon. They usually have a nice sleep until this time-ish. I might have woken them up earlier though. Anyway, Tartarus Key. Oh, also, I do not have a solution for the chat thing still. I can't get chat on my phone because if I try and look at live on my phone, it just says, hey, publish more shorts and then you can access live on mobile. And it's like, yeah, but okay, but I'm trying to go live and I just want to look at my chat and I don't have a second monitor, so whatever. I just have to periodically check chat every now and then. So there's going to be a delay on any responses or anything like that. And if anybody actually watches this or anything like that. Anyway, the Tartarus Key. So I put the first stream to private because the audio quality was quite terrible. Gist of it is, kidnapped, woke up on a couch in an unfamiliar mansion, surrounded by books, and a walkie-talkie was on a desk. The walkie-talkie was to a single individual who turned out to be a private investigator, and they are helping us solve puzzles to exit the mansion while we're both being surveilled by CCTV. So, delve into more of this mystery. This one, the bedroom. Made it out of the first office, which involved solving a puzzle with multiple postcards, and the itinerary, or not necessarily the itinerary, but the schedule of the postcards determined the numbers in which to enter into a safe. So each individual postcard mentioned a number, and then each postcard was of a location, so like Hawaii, Japan, etc. And then a list was hidden inside of the desk for someone's travel plans. So you put the numbers into order, entered into the safe, got the room key, and came into the bedroom. That's all that happened, as well as some sass back and forth, because the main character is just like, she's just like, I'm a delivery driver, I don't know why I'm here, and the private investigator is kind of, he's kind of an asshole. He started off with like her saying like, do you have, how did you get this walkie-talkie? And he's like, it's a short-range radio, not a walkie-talkie. Those are different things. You make it sound like a toy when you say it that way. And it's like, well, like, okay, chill with your machismo. Anyway. Huh. Wonder what this one means. Two liquids, the duality of man. Or maybe it's just two fancy potions. I don't know, I'm not an artist. Canvas looks damaged on the right side. Like it's been torn. Purposefully? Okay, so we'll probably have a puzzle where we hang up paintings in a specific order or something. Renaissance painting with a lady who's absolutely over this crap. Honestly, same. Yeah. Information. What kind of person goes through the trouble of kidnapping someone and designing elaborate puzzles for them to solve? Like, what's the point? In a case like this, I'd say ego. Someone clearly has a lot of time and influence. Possibly even money to do something this elaborate. People don't usually go to such dramatic lengths just to kill someone. Not when anything else will do. A knife, a gun, your bare hands, even your teeth. I get the extremely vivid picture. Well, point being, someone clearly has an objective here. I also think they're making a statement, you know, showing off. What about these postcards? From the room we woke up in? What about them? I don't know, they're just weird. It sounds like someone was researching something. But they also seem sort of paranoid. Could be just set dressing, you know, theming. I mean, look at this place. It's dramatic in the extreme. I guess. We'll probably never know who CW was, huh? We should be worrying about ourselves before anyone else. Yeah, I don't like this investigator dude. I have a bad feeling about him. An extravagant looking sofa. You'd be legally required to wear at least 3 petticoats to lounge on it. Yeah, that's pretty nice. This is way too short though, like you can't really lay down on it unless you're small. Then again, I'm like thinking from my perspective, I'm like 6'3" in real life, so like this is like uncomfortable. Let's see, vase or vase. An antique vase, not a single rupee hidden inside. Well, you don't know that, smash it. A broken clock. A broken clock. Reminds me of a case I worked on. Back before I was a PI, I was a police officer. ACAB. Oh, real life cop story. Ever heard of the infamous clock killer? I'm immediately filled with regret. Clocks kept turning up at crime scenes. There was death in the streets. Strangulation by pocket watch, crushings by giant ornamental clocks. Once we even found a victim impaled on a sundial. This is insane! How have I never heard about this? Especially that last one. You'd think that would be big news. I wouldn't blame you for missing it. It took us years to realize it was even the same person. The most punctual serial killer I've ever had the pleasure of putting behind bars. You are a fountain of all the worst knowledge. A still life of a white vase. Real art class 101 stuff. The canvas looks torn on the left and right side. Documents. A bunch of documents with charts and equations. Nothing that looks like it'll get me out of here or like it might be a clue. I'll just check chat since I have to do that. I had a top chat. Fix that. Live chat. There you go. Absolutely ancient rotary phone. It doesn't work, of course. I didn't think it would be that easy. Hey, there's a phone here, but it's dead. Here too. It's hollow on the inside. It's just a prop, designed to give you hope. You think they put that much thought into it? Alex, the cameras, the design of the rooms, the puzzles. Every part of this place feels designed with purpose. Even if that purpose is give some rich maniac their jollies. We're the actors, and somewhere there's an audience. Oh, that's creepy. I find I'm angrier than I am afraid. Getting there. Can I crouch? Wait, what was that? Nope, that was nothing. I like these little candles. This little candle graphic is cute. So normally that would be like an effect, but I think it's just like a rotating... It might even be... Is that like 1D? Hold on. Is it different from different angles? I can't really tell. Is there another one? Okay, this one can get more angles. Yeah, I still can't tell. Like I'm trying to see if it's like a 3D model rotating or if it's just a like 1D sprite that just is simulating rotating. Fire, pretty. Anyway. Humorism. The humoral theory, or humoralism, was a system of medicine detailing the supposed makeup and workings of the human body, adopted by ancient Greek and Roman physicians and philosophers. The four humors of Hippocratic medicine are black bile, yellow bile, phlegm, and blood. Each corresponds to one of the traditional four temperaments. The proper blending and balance of the four humors is known as eucrasia. While science has since moved far past these ancient beliefs, rooted in a primitive misunderstanding of how the universe works, there are still those that believe there is a certain truth to these old teachings. After all, what truly makes up a man? Are we not all the sum of our parts, our bodies merely flesh and blood and meat? A physician named Duncan McDougall theorized that the soul had physical weight, 21 grams in fact. The way that it says there, like, are we just flesh and blood and meat, reminds me of this very old Clive Barker film called Lord of Illusions, which is one of my favorite horror films, and it's very hard to actually watch it now because it's not on any streaming services, really. Probably some weird, like, licensing issue. But there's a whole thing in that about perception and reality and whether or not we are more than just, like, you know, flesh and blood, or if that's it. And yeah, it's got some great lines in there specifically about that. I kind of want to watch it again if I could find it. Maybe I'll put it into the movie club. Does this not imply the soul itself could also be a substance present in the body? Something that could be seen, felt, perhaps even extracted? Such ideas seem flights of fancy, to be sure, but the possibilities are endless. A yellow bottle. Yummy. Add it to inventory. It's a bottle filled with a yellow liquid, and I can rotate it in my inventory. Nice. Okay, this little trash bin. A still life. This painting looks slightly torn on the left. Okay, that one's torn on the left, that one was torn on the right. Another pretty candle. Here's a bottle stand. Okay, we got a bottle puzzle. Perhaps the bottles are linked then to the pictures. The pictures are hints of where the bottles are supposed to be placed. Let's just, oh, I have a run button. Okay, so back here. I don't know what this means. 2 liquids, duality man. Okay, maybe it's just 2 fancy potions. I do not know, I'm not an artist. Canvas looks damaged on the right side. Yeah. Like it's been torn purposefully. Okay, 2 liquids. I see the yellow there. Is that also a liquid there? Like a clear liquid? I think I definitely need several more bottles to finish this puzzle, though. Random hairbrush. A display cabinet filled with knickknacks. Nothing jumps out as useful. Can I open this? Another locked door. Guess I mean there's a key in here somewhere. Yeah. None of that opens. A red bottle. Can I look at the documents again? Charts and equations. Okay. This has a tear here and here. So if right would be there, then it's rightmost is yellow. Yellow and something else. I can't really see what the other thing is though. So that means yellow would go here. Yeah. Now on this one, that's red and green. So this one should be red, and then this one should be green. That one should be white, and then this one will be whatever that, maybe like clear liquid or whatever. Check the drawers. A black bottle. That's probably that one. And I couldn't see it very well. Nothing there. If the other bottle's in here, handle's missing in there. The rest of the drawers have their handles? Yep. Odd. In that case, it's clearly the most important drawer. You've got to get it open. Sure, just have to work out how. Going off the lost room, it'll be some puzzle. We were able to solve that one. Well, hopefully it is a puzzle and not just a home repair someone half-assed. Let's think positive. If there was ever a whole-ass situation, it's this one. Okay, kind of cute, I guess. Maybe he's not such an asshole after all. He's just trying to be like a gruff detective. Ha! Light bottle. Did I need more bottles? Nope, that's the last one. Damn. Da-da-da. Got the key. And next room. Alex 2, creepy ass house 0. Okay, that's a lot creepier now. I made it out of the room. I'm in a hallway. Good, that's progress. I can see. There's a boarded up door covered in blood. We were bound to see some blood eventually. Kidnapping doesn't usually have a happy ending. The important thing is that it isn't our blood. Let's keep it that way. Yeah. Yeah, you're right. I can hear something. I think it's your voice. You must be close. I'll knock on my door. Try to follow the sound. Okay, I'm on it. A candle, like in the office. Can't have been lit that long. This is definitely this way. But what if I go this way? Loctite. Okay. Well. A chair next to a table. Would have been a nice place to read if it wasn't for the kidnapping. Let me see real quick. Okay. So I make sure I have to check chat periodically by alt tabbing since I don't have a good setup otherwise. That's clearly Satan. I mean, that could be Baphomet, you don't know. Nobody ever gets to criticize me on my taste in decor ever again. What are you talking about? That would be fucking amazing. I would love to have like some like Baphomet painting in my house like that. Like, yeah. It's hard to see because of the resolution, but aren't they all just like... They're either like cowering in fear or like worshipping the evil shadow. Of course it's a painting of a giant eating a dude. And of course it's bleeding onto the floor. I hate this place so much. Hey, what's that one painting? I heard some rumor that it was either this painting or some other painting that was like hanging in the artist's like dining hall or dining room or whatever. And so it was like actually framed and everything after they died. I don't know if that was this one. Let's see. I wonder if it's coming from that door. Whoever's on the other side of these cameras, better hope I don't find them. A grandfather clock. I've only ever seen them in movies. It's broken. What a waste of money. The knocking's getting on my nerves. Healing plants. I heard someone walking outside. Did you pass by? Yep. Why didn't you say anything? I was just looking for a way to open the door first. It's locked, right? If you had said something, I would have stopped knocking earlier. Which would have been nice, as I think it's triggered some kind of trap. Oh? Yes. Oh. Now the room is slowly filling with some kind of gas. Likely nothing good. Shit. I'll find a way in. Wait, do I have a time limit now? I can't see anything. It's pitch black out there. No idea where we are. Middle mouse to zoom? Okay. I don't know how that's helpful. Remember to put the seat down. Okay, what does that say? It reveals... Excuse me. It reveals what? I don't have time for this cryptic... What the... Wait. Torres, something weird's going on here. I mean, more weird. The reflection in the mirror isn't right. Isn't right? Yeah, it doesn't match up with real life. The reflection doesn't... Alex, you're not making sense. Look, a painting just fell down in the mirror, but it's still hanging up behind me. Okay, you need to check out that painting. On it. Okay, but what if I like look over here first? I bet that time limit's fake. Okay, look at the writing. Combined with the text on the wall, it reads, it reveals. Don't know what it is. The mirror, maybe? In the mirror. I knew something was wrong with the reflection. That painting settles it. Something is not right with this mirror. Interesting, interesting. Whoever's behind this sure likes plants. Found another one? Yeah, in the bathroom. Maybe it's a clue. There's a plant in my room, too. I don't think so. Maybe our kidnappers just secretly like gardening. Damn it. You're right. What if they like gardening? We can't rule anything out. We should spend all our boundless time talking about it. Cough. Okay, sorry. Somehow this still isn't worse than that public toilets. True. So there's this toilet. Okay, you don't have to tell me everything you do. Come on, you know that's not what I'm doing. I was going to tell you that it's filled with blood. Funny. I've definitely seen worse public toilets. That's what I said. Gosh. Apart from the subject matter, painting seems normal. Maybe there's something behind it. Oh, the wallpaper's coming off here. Light's coming through a gap in the wood, and I can hear coughing. Torres, I might have found a way in. Just in time. Air's getting really thick. The wall is falling apart behind the painting. There's a space and light behind it. I think this would line up with your room. You might be onto something. There's a vent on this side, but it doesn't lead anywhere. But how are you breaking through a wall? I'm trying to pry the planks, but they're more solid than they look. Ugh, I can't think straight. Is there anything you could use? Not that I can see. And then he died. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. I don't know what to do. There's no way through, no way out. Alex, calm down. Look, they're messing with your head. I need you to pull yourself together. The minute you give up is the minute I'm dead. Think! I'm trying, but... There's too much. I can't do anything. Uh-oh. Oh god. Alex, snap out of it. Stop feeling sorry for yourself and get me the hell out of here. I'm trying. What the fuck? What? What's happening? I mean, it's moving. Alex? Alex! Hell no. Absolutely not. No way. Alex. What happened? I heard a crash. Are you okay? This is insane. No, it's impossible. My reflection just moved on its own. Threw a damn axe at me, through the mirror. You're... what? Are you kidding? Yeah, I'm kidding. Just a joke between friends in the old death house. There's a whole room back there. Looks just like this bathroom. Alex. Ah, right, yes, Taurus. There's the axe. I'll take any miracles I can get. I'm coming, Taurus. Hold on. Nothing but a broken mirror now. Leads into an identical looking room. No point climbing in. Doesn't look like the window or door go anywhere. I mean, but there was somebody there then. What that? Damage hatchet added to inventory. It's part of the wall. Maybe I could smash through using the hatchet. The hatchet would definitely be destroyed though, of course. It's risky. Yeah, why not? Yeah, I'm going for it. Fingers crossed. I wonder if there's actually a choice there, because it's like yes, no, but I feel like maybe that's just to like prepare you. Like if you want to move on. Not bad. For a second I thought my ticket had been pulled. Thank you. Hey, hi. No time for warm and fuzzy. Let's get out of here. We can just squeeze back through the hole and we'll... What the hell? Ah, air. You never know how much you'll miss something until it's gone. You okay? Nothing I can't handle. Good to finally meet you face to face. Okay, so I am a victim of making assumptions. I thought the PI was I guess never mind, I'm just gonna shut up. Good to finally meet you face to face. We have a lot to talk about, but I would like to get the hell out of here first. Seconded, I saw 2 doors, one at the end of the hall, and one that's boarded up, covered in blood. Let's start with the one not covered in blood. Lead the way. Hi. You doing okay? You're looking a little pale. I'm fine. Let's get out of here. Okay, you got it. Okay. Might actually save and call it here, because I've got stuff to do. Yeah. Anyway, I will check out this recording, see how it is. Probably better. And then maybe continue this with another time that I have some like free time or something. But I gotta get back to doing things. Pixie, if you're watching, it's totally not work. It's totally not what I'm about to do. Anyway, I gotta go. Bye.